Hello everybody, I am Zach, and I'm here with Tim, and we
Uh,
are going through Dominions. You don't want to use real names?
no.
You
Real
want to
name
use
is
some secret handle like Ultimate Guy 3?
no. I'm good with that.
Alright. So
Uh,
anyway, we've yet to start a game, and we're going to talk about the best way to set up a disciple game with the pretender god and his disciple. So maybe not the best way, but at least it's a way. So I will be the main pretender god, and I'll specialize in astral magic, so we can scope out various magic sites, which are pretty important strategic resources. And I'll be dormant to get some extra points for building my character. Now I'll mostly probably just stay at home and cast magic and make items. Tim, on the other hand, will be more of a warlike and mobile disciple god, and he will smite our enemies. I would just like to mention I'm still very new to Dominions 4. I've only sunk in about 18 hours into it, and I still have a lot left to learn, but Tim has a lot more experience than me, so he'll be guiding me along. However, Dominions is just such a huge game with so much content and so much complexity that I think there's a lot for us both to still learn. I mean, the instruction manual is almost 400 pages long. This is also the first video I've edited or even made, but I hope you guys will enjoy it.
yeah. So I guess the one thing I guess we should talk about the nation first, right?
Right.
Because that well, at least then you have to pick that right away, and then that kind of limits you to at least the game limits you based on your pretender god is stuck with his nation. So I know there are a couple that don't work well for team play.
Right. I was reading that
Uh,
too. There's some like that make your people die.
right.
So your disciples just have an entirely dead nation or something crazy like that.
Right. I know Aramore does that, and some of the Middle Ages nature people do that. Yeah. So that probably wouldn't be ideal for a team play, since I think we can't both play the same nation.
Right.
So I mean, if we could, then we could all be undead and happy. But I guess that's not to be.
Yeah.
So I guess. Well, are we sticking with the Middle Ages for now?
Whatever you want, but
I think that's we can just stick there, and if we need to restart somewhere else because it would be cool.
it seemed like a good balance between, the technological and the magical, so
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's interesting you mentioned Astral is a good, strong magic path to go down.
Right. For kind of being general, because it gives you a way into finding lots of magic sites. Otherwise, you can get stuck if you don't have the gems to empower your mages. Then you're stuck with whatever you can recruit.
Okay. So, what do you have an idea for that? So, are you thinking like Astral for the main pretender god?
Um. Yeah. So I think that would make sense. Then you whoever's doing that can then sort of rush conjuration, which goes to I was just messing around with it earlier today, and I'm going to probably mess up the pronunciation, but it's a Akashic record or a Chasic record,
Mm,
I think, or maybe a Chasic knowledge. There's two of them sequentially, and it's like a level 6 spell.
right. And you need the caster needs to be Astral 3, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there, I actually haven't looked through all of the Middle Age nations.
Actually, the first one I know has strong Astral casters by just
Right. Oh, it does say that.
by pure luck. It just says it right there, Astral, and
That's
actually in the manual it
astrology.
says the same.
All right, perfect. And actually, being able to heal those priestesses with the healing ability, that's
That's
good
really
too.
great.
So, if you want to go with that, um, let's see.
So I'll
The other,
be the dormant pretender god. You'll sit
sounds
back and do
good.
astral stuff, and you'll be the war
Just like
disciple kicking everyone's ass.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
And I know the disciple, gets the since you mentioned dormant, the disciple gets it's one stage earlier, right? I
Right.
guess. So if you're there's I don't think there's a particular reason for your pretender god to be out at the beginning of the game,
Hmm.
since my guy will be there for early combat, I guess, and then you can get some extra build points out of it.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so I guess let's go through and build each god. So you'll have to help me out, and then when you
Sure.
build yours, I'll like on my screen, I'll try to replicate what you're doing. So, uh,
Yeah, okay, yeah, perfect. So I'll go in. I'm just playing around with the tools on my screen so I can see what you're doing. So, Middle Ages. What do you think they are? Arcosaphale?
yeah,
The Old Kingdom. Let's go with that.
yeah, yeah. Wait, let's see. Yeah,
Glory days are long past, but the ancient astrologers have emerged from their centuries-old seclusion. Cool. Sounds good. You can. Oh, actually, these guys have another handy ability too, which it notes here that in your Dominion, you
yeah.
scry on your Dominion.
Ah, that's
So
really handy.
it's like super scouting with magic.
Now the interesting thing is, will you be able to see my scries? I think
I
you will, because
I think we
you have
share intelligence, yeah, because we share Dominion.
right exactly. Since you have my Dominion, you get all the Dominion abilities.
Yep, I think that's how it works. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
So if we go into there, we can look at. So you're going to be dormant,
Yeah.
uh, and let's see what various forms you can take.
Lots of Greek-looking guys.
Yeah, a couple statues. Um, Old Man of the Sea and the Lord of the Waves. Let's see. So those both. Uh,
So you know the Holy Fountain already
the
starts with Astral 3, which is pretty great.
Yeah, Oracle, and actually it also has. So if you go right click on that guy, you can look through all his stuff. Yeah, Astral 3, and then another. Well, so innate spellcaster is nice because you just cast more spells each turn, um, which is good. And then the one right next to that, Fortune Teller, is also pretty cool. I think it means basically you just have a 33% chance to prevent bad random events from happening,
Oh man, that's nice.
which
Yeah,
is also quite handy because those can be a pain.
yeah. I was reading through some of the spells. Like one of them is you slide the luck slider two
Hmm?
towards misfortune, but the crazy thing is it says, "Oh, and this appears to the player as a random event." So you can
Huh,
totally screw around with people, and then they just think it's the game when it's really you.
nice. So let's see. Just to glance through the other ones.
Yeah,
Um,
sure. I mean, that was just one.
that's not. I think you're right. That buying a new magic path almost always costs a lot.
Yeah.
So it might be good to start with somebody who has a bunch of points. And actually, the fountain already has 3 points in astral magic,
Yeah.
which is a good head start. Um,
But it always costs the most points, or a lot of points, to get that first point in, right?
yeah, and then it goes up. I forget what the scaling is, but higher levels also start costing a lot more.
Mm.
So, but let's see. So the Titan of War and Wisdom, which is in the top right corner, starts out with a 1 in Astral.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
No fortune teller or anything. But then you get to move around.
Yeah, that might be helpful. Who knows how
Uh,
much you need?
I think it can be pretty rough to commit to being immobile.
Right.
Although, I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
you could live with it. It could be hilarious too. I don't know.
Who knows? I like the Titan of War and Wisdom. It's very Athena-like.
Yeah. And then as far as the other ones go,
Oh man, she's got fear too. That's good. Yeah, it's interesting.
looking forward.
The higher level astral mages, they can also teleport themselves around.
I wonder, do you know if that works for the fountain?
I mean, I assume so, right? And it just kind of.
Think if your fountain appears somewhere else. Yeah. I mean, that would solve your issue of if we are getting beaten by someone, you could
Yeah.
kind of use that to escape, or if you need to use it to move somewhere. That's true. The other, um, well, yeah, I think choosing between those two might be good. I guess the Titan of Rivers also starts with a point in Astral, as well as 2 in Water, and generates her own water gems.
Oh. Oh,
Uh,
that's a big one.
2 per month, so that can add up. But the other thing is, since if you start dormant,
You won't get
I
as
think
much benefit.
those 2 gems are most useful right at the beginning,
Right.
and by the time you get out, I would hope that we have, we'll be getting some more magic sites and
I could be the Titan of Love, just so I could look at naked boobs all the time.
pixelated.
Only
No,
recently.
I like nature too.
Oh yeah.
Nature magic, well, because all nature mages give a supply bonus in the place they're in.
No, that's an important one. Well,
So that makes them great commanders too, just because they can support larger armies even in provinces without a lot of supply.
yeah, that's true too.
But maybe that's not as important for the. Hopefully, we're not going to be attacked in our capital if we're playing well.
Right, right. Oh, you can even be a demi-lich.
Demi-Lich, I like. I've played with those a bunch too, just because the immortal thing's handy, although not as handy because you can't move around.
Well, also a lot's going to depend on the geography of the map, right? So
It's true.
if
Yeah.
if I'm like in a corner, then it probably won't be as important. But if I'm at a boundary and you're at a boundary, then probably both of our, gods need to get into the combat, right?
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
see. I mean,
So
if
you
we
want to?
if we build your guy right,
Yeah.
we'll hopefully get, or at least we can, build up some extra armies. The option, the thing I've done in the past with the Demi-Lich is with death magic. You can summon some pretty good undead commanders who can, you can kit them out with some magic items and they can go run around killing things for you too.
Interesting. Huh.
And that's true for most of the magical paths, I think. When you get high levels, you can get some pretty powerful summons to make powerful commanders.
All right. So for
I
this,
like more than throwing your actual pretender god into combat,
yeah.
personally.
And also another thing I was wondering about is when we build this god. So for the dormant one, should they have a high dominion?
I think so. Largely, well, that determines a couple things, but the other, like the scales that determine the properties of your dominion, like you're the only one who can pick them.
Right.
As the disciple, I don't have my own dominion.
Exactly.
So I can throw a bunch of stuff into useful magic that I can try to use in the early game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So maybe it'd make more sense for you to go astral. But then again, it takes a long time to get to Conjuration 6, so I guess that won't matter so much, right?
I don't think we'll get to it before you're out if you're dormant. I don't know. Well, we can see and find out.
All right. Well, how about we hedge our bets with the Titan of War and Wisdom? Get some mobility in there. Lots of different spells. Maybe when we get to be more pro, I can go for my teleporting fountain.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. So let's pick that physical form.
Yeah.
And then look. Let's see.
So she has fear, which is really nice, and actually that works really nice with having a high dominion too, because having like 9 and 10 dominion give you that awe.
Yeah.
And actually, that's how the first and only time I beat dominions was with the worm with max dominion and the fear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that gives a pretty good bonus in combat because a lot of your battles, especially when you're early on against independents, you can just rout them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Fear and awe definitely do that.
So you think I should go for 10 on my dominion?
Well, let's see. If you crank that up, that puts you at. See if we can figure out how many points you have left.
Being dormant.
Right. It gives you some extra stuff to work with. And if you go all the way up to 10, I'm seeing about 230, 229 points left.
Yeah.
So if we just play around, the early magical things are pretty cheap. So
Right.
if you go up to 4 in all the kind of elements she has, so air, earth, and astral, you can get a bunch of bonuses to bless. Because 4 is the first level where you get those bless bonuses.
Nice.
So that would give
Plus
my
one
disciple,
morale, right?
as your prophet, a bonus to precision, which is, I think that's how you hit just with ranged weapons.
Oh.
Um, Reinvigoration, which reduces fatigue, which is great because you can cast more spells. And then magic resistance is, pretty self-explanatory.
So, will you get all these even if I'm not on the board yet?
I think that's true. Yeah, I believe your prophet is always automatically blessed.
Sweet. So actually, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, so that's a good set of bonuses.
Oh.
And also, if I give him an army of sacred units, he can also bless all of them, so they'll be running around,
Ooh, sweet.
enhanced.
So I'm looking at 85 points left. If I do 4 in all my natural spells and 10 in my dominions, so what else do you think we should spend it on?
Well, it looks like you can do about 2 more. If we want to look at the scales in the Dominion, you can do 2 points of improvement with those 85 because it costs, I guess, about 40 each.
Should I go for more magic diversification, like nature or anything like that?
Let's see, what is that? That costs you a lot.
That does.
I would stay away from it. If you think we need something else, I can try to cover those gaps with my disciple too.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I guess, we should play with the Dominion then, right?
Yeah, that's what I think because those bonuses can add up pretty significantly. I think. I mean, if you want to build armies, then productivity is great because that enhances your income and resources.
Oh yeah. All right.
Order,
So you think
turmoil, growth is good too. The grain one for some income, supplies. Just you can have larger. You can feed larger armies. And I think my favorite one to at least have a little bit in is luck.
Oh yeah.
Because I've had a couple games where somehow I just get the short end of the stick on really bad random events.
You never know. It could have been your opponent like cursing you, but it always shows up as a random event, right?
It's true, yeah. And actually, some of the thrones in this game, when you capture them, just make awful things happen to the other guy. So,
and also because with this patch, we're playing 4.05. I think a lot of new events came out, right?
Oh yeah, some of those in universe kind of events, like quest type things, almost are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
They give you some extra stuff to do.
All right, let's give ourselves 2 points in luck so that increases the chance we'll get some of these events, maybe some of the new ones too.
Okay. The other thing I would say is that the magic thing, if you end up, well, it's never as strong as I feel like it should be. The bonus to research that magic versus drain gives you.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is, well, you're more likely to find magic items, but that doesn't happen that often. And casting more spells when we're fighting in our own dominion is, useful. I think the bonus to research points, though,
yeah,
if we have a lot of people researching, that does add up. But it's only 1. And considering that, I think to get level 6 spells, we're going to need upwards of 900 research points. Maybe that's not worth it. I think maybe, yeah, you're right. 2 points in luck is probably the way to go. Well,
okay. So cool. I think this is just for testing things out. This is a pretty nice god to go with.
Yeah, sounds like a good first run.
All right. What should her name be? I think it's just Athena for now. Pretty appropriate.
Sounds good.
All praise Athena.
Nice.
Okay, so I created the Pretender God for a disciple game. So now for your character, we got to go and make a disciple of the Middle Ages. Oh, we don't even know what civilization you're going to be yet.
Right.
All right.
So we can think about that. Let's see. I just went back in to look at the various Middle Ages.
Yeah.
If we, so you have our coast spell, so that covers that. And I don't need to be the crazy undead people. So that covers the top of Aramor, and Scaleria is kind of undead well as well.
Moving end and dead.
Yeah. Astral, and then let's see. So I was playing around with Man, Tower of Avalon.
Man.
What a sweet name.
It's man-sized.
My empire is man-sized. They have nice.
Nature and air. Well,
Their special troops are really good. However, you did actually remind me by saying that patch came out,
yeah.
and they added that one Pretender God, which was a magic carp.
Oh yes.
And so-
who has the magic carp?
As I think the Imperial bureaucracy, Tian Chi,
Oh, let's take a look.
has that. So we'll poke around at that.
That'd be funny if you were a battle carp.
Right?
It would be like
I feel like
Pokemon.
the comedy potential can't be
Oh my god!
overlooked.
I should have named my god Ash.
Oh, okay. We might have to do this in the
Yes.
real run.
Yes, yes.
And I know also that these guys have a nice variety of mages. They can cover water, air, earth, and nature, as well as astral.
So I see a phoenix and a bodhisattva and some dragons. I don't see the carp.
Oh man. Oh, well, maybe it's in a.
Let's see.
Maybe this isn't the right one. Let's see. If we go back to look at the nations again.
Yeah, one of those Eastern Asian themed ones.
That's what they said. Huh. Well, now I'm not sure. I assumed that would for sure be the one with the carp, but I'm just kind of randomly exploring around.
Maybe the carp isn't in the Middle Ages.
Oh, I guess that's a possibility. Yeah.
Wait, all right. I'm gonna look that up. Patch notes.
I think we'll go with. I'll just go with something I haven't done before.
Oh yeah.
You know. So Bandar Log, Land of the Apes.
Oh yeah, I've fought against them. They're pretty interesting.
It says they have lots of missile weapons
Yes.
in their military, which might go along well with that bonus to precision. Maybe we can kind of shoot everybody down. They also have some astral magic, so if we do get stuff early, we can kind of go exploring around.
They prefer a heat scale +2. That's interesting.
Oh, that's true. Which wouldn't go with your. Oh well, whatever.
It's fine as long as you don't fight any what Jotunheim people.
Yeah, that's right. As long as it doesn't get too wintry, it should be okay. Then I think we might have to try out the Great Siddha.
Oh.
Which has some interesting things. Notably, well, it has awe automatically. It also has 4 arms, which means we can give it extra weapons if we get them.
Oh, serious? It has that for the slots? Nice.
Yeah, it has extra slots. It loses 1 miscellaneous slot, but gains 2 extra hand slots.
Huh.
So I won't say no to that. And the other handy thing it has
Handy.
is teleporting,
Now that's interesting.
which means if we can increase, he can teleport to any province within range, regardless of intervening terrain or enemies or sea, which means super mobile. I can hopefully then get around fast and,
Yeah, especially with 2 nations, that's really handy.
yeah, that should be pretty good. So we'll try using that. It's 75 points, which leaves me with 225. So that means, let's see.
So you got 2 astral, 1 wind.
1 wind, right. So I think we'll bump it up to 3 astral, just so I can cast that spell when we get to it.
Yes.
In case in case we get it before you get it, or we want to start really casting it fast.
Yeah.
We'll have at least 2 guaranteed mages who can cast that. Now, I do think here might be good. This is always a hard choice. I probably will skip over nature and blood, because blood's evil, and I don't think we're playing super evil. Well, also, then you have to go hunting for blood slaves and stuff.
Yeah, hunting for blood slaves is an interesting mechanic, but does the populace become upset if you search for blood sacrifices?
I don't actually know.
Yeah.
We can try that sometime, but
sure.
For now, maybe not so useful.
Yeah.
And nature, I mean, it lets me feed a large army and do some other stuff, but if I'm teleporting around, my army might not be able to keep up. So, I think the other ones, having points in fire might be handy, and earth.
So for death though, you mentioned you can summon up a lot of guys, right?
Oh, that's right. There are a couple interesting summons with that. If I try pumping some points into death,
and also construction, can you do like golems and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely other summons. I like the kind of high-level death summon just because it ends up being immortal and ethereal. So it's hard to hit, and if you make a really good one and then send him into a battle stupidly and he dies, he reappears.
Nice.
So we can, so if we pump a whole lot of points into death, I can get all the way to 5. Maybe it's a little more convenient. Let's try 4 points in death and arbitrarily 1 in earth. Because I know having some points in earth magic gives the mage bonuses to protection. Basically armor, right?
Right.
So that always is handy. And if I went to 0 earth and 5 death, there's more design points left on the table.
Right.
So I'm using more of them by doing it this way. So I think what I'm going to go with is we've got a point in air, point in earth, 3 in astral, and 4 in death. And the Great Sita, which should be good. So if I hit OK, what should we name it? Something to go with Athena, probably. I don't even know what to name this thing.
Oh, this is quite a mashup with some. Well, what's she based on? Probably based on Shiva from the Hindu mythology, right?
Yeah,
with the multi-arms.
Right.
You could just name her Handyman.
That's true. Let's go with Handy Lady.
Handy Lady. All praise Handy Lady.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm ready. You ready?
Sure.
Doke, start game. Boom. Oh, I wonder if we're going to be on the same team.
Yeah, it would be funny if we're switched.
Oh, time left 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Oh, interesting. It doesn't show the AI difficulty on the client end. And the server end, I can see how much.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. But that's okay.
Impossible AI. When it comes to AI, I like to be as difficult as possible as long as you don't give them a mechanical advantage.
I would agree, right. I don't like
Yeah.
when they have to make the AI cheat to have it beat you.
Hmm. Like in Civ, like all the harder AIs, they just give them like free gold every round, which is just crazy.
Right, it's just silly.
Okay, so I don't see anything on my screen.
I don't either. Maybe the server is generating the game world, though.
Let's see. I'm switching between my views. Oh yeah, okay. So my server says drawing borders,
Yeah. This step always takes a little while.
drawing stuff. How descriptive. Please wait. Oh, hello. Okay.
So my screen is still the hazy fog of nothingness.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, I just got a message that said, got bad packet from server.
Oh no.
And then Dominions crashed.
Oh Jesus.
So
Sorry
let
for
me
giving
try to
you
log
bad
back in
packets.
really fast.
Okay, yeah. So for Athena, she's seeing everything all fine.
Now I'm getting stuck.
Right. In the beginning, there was chaos. Oh, I love that beginning. Now the wheel has turned once again. The supreme god has suddenly disappeared. This is the Ascension Wars.
Oh man, you get the whole intro already. I just have a nice little message that says receiving map image.
The dramatic story of receiving map image.
Watch a green bar slowly go up to the screen.
So epic. Oh man, so I forgot you didn't even have to search for Thrones of Power. Everyone already sees where they start off with.
Yeah, that is interesting. I do always like throwing a bunch of them in too.
Yeah.
I've got a different game going where I'm playing one of those nations where your Dominion kills people and reanimates them,
Oh, nice.
which is super fun because I just have free units popping up everywhere.
How could you?
On the other hand, someone has the throne of Gaia, which is like a pretty powerful throne that makes like earth elementals and nature things crop up in my territories and attack me all the time. It's a huge pain. I have to figure out who has it and where it is so I can take it from them.
I wonder how balanced this game is, because I feel like there's so much mechanics going on. It's almost impossible to get to be perfectly streamlined.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I can't even imagine the headache that would go with balancing things.
Hmm.
I got another bad packet message.
Seriously?
Well, at least it restarted on the receiving map image where it left off.
Hmm.
So we might have to deal with a unfortunately, maybe it'll just crash sometimes. But now I can see the board.
Okay, I don't see where you are. In fact, I don't. Well, normally I guess you don't have vision, but
An interesting point. So I don't. I'm not really sure. I don't really see anybody.
yeah, I don't. So I am in the top, like forested area, 2 nations, upper right of the big cavern.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's very near me.
All right. So where are you?
I am in a forested area. Let's see, that big cavern thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right of that.
Oh, okay. So
I can. Well, I mean, we can play some turns and see.
oh, I don't even know the names of any of these provinces. That's crazy. Wait, is there a way? It's actually been a while. I forgot all the commands, shortcuts. How do I see? So I guess we just take our turns concurrently then, huh?
I think so, and it sends commands to the server and that. So we can also answer the somewhat interesting question of do we share research?
Yeah. So
And
I set my research
yeah.
to max conjuration at the moment.
Okay, so I think that means, do you have anyone commanded to research?
Not at the moment. I got my default little commander guy with a pretty wimpy starting army and a scout.
This is just strange because I guess I haven't played a disciple game before,
Mm,
but I am still listed as a pretender god
right. So
as
like,
opposed to a prophet.
oh yeah, and also there's always the mercenaries. Mercenaries I find are pretty important.
Yeah.
Like, I always just bid it because if I don't get it, the opponent's gonna get it. And it's pretty good for conquering neutral territories in the beginning too.
Yeah.
Do you ever use the mercenaries?
I've only used him a couple times. Pretty much just, messing around. But, I don't know, we'll see.
Hmm.
So I've also set my research to full conjuration, and I guess we'll.
Oh no, you should do it something different so that we test it out, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Alright, I'll go with, construction. Make some cool magic items later.
So I guess I'll try to summon up some cheapo uh, magic people so they can start researching.
Yeah. The early casting types.
And let's see. Oh man, I get elephants, war elephants. How many resources? Ooh, I guess we should just get a ton of those guys.
I have units with something called reincarnation. Strange.
Units for reincarnation. That sounds nice.
Yeah, it seems like they can once they die, they can reappear if they're quote unquote successful.
Yeah. So I don't know what the optimal unit summoning is
Oh, I have
or
no idea.
creation. So I guess I'm just gonna start with one big ass elephant and then a bunch of like weak guys.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the various kinds of monkeys I can summon.
Oh yeah, you get these like little macaque monkeys, just these little itty bitty
And
guys
around.
running around killing everybody.
So my one, I guess the holy units are kind of cool because I can bless them. Huh. But maybe I want. No, might as well make some of these holy guys, and then why not a bunch of archers? See how that goes.
Oh, I like the guys with javelins since they got both the melee and the ranged.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Yeah, how many
Well,
turns do you get troops before you start stomping on people?
I usually just send my scout out the first turn because you don't even have the names of the stuff around you.
Right, but like you gotta start conquering territories. How many turns in do you start doing that?
And probably I'll try to do one next turn based on which one has the lowest number of defending forces and my newly recruited units.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send my scout. He's gonna slowly wander his way over to you, I guess.
Yeah,
And
that's
we'll
what I'm
meet up.
thinking. My scout I'm currently sending left into a territory which I actually can see the name of. It says Septia.
Oh wait, how do you see the name?
If you right click.
Oh, I see. Yeah, for me, if it's beyond what's immediately bordering me, I just see question mark, question mark.
Same here.
Yeah, okay. So maybe we'll
But this
eventually.
is one immediately to my left, which has a throne in it too.
Oh, immediately to your left. Is that the very top?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I know where you are now. I see ya.
All right.
Sweet.
Well, we'll see if we're spontaneously allies or not.
Oh yeah, maybe we're not allies. Maybe that's why. All right. Well, we'll find out one way or another. All right. I think I'm done with my turn, so I'm just gonna end turn.
All right. Sounds good. I will do the same.
Seconds.
And it looks like it's
Magic sounds.
nice.
A proclamation from TNG. We got the prophets.
So wrong.
Oh, so they're definitely not allies then.
Yeah. So we're something went wrong with the finding of the allies.
Yes. Okay.
Also, curiously enough, that thing that says it has a throne in it doesn't look like it has a throne.
Maybe
Okay.
it's actually on the other side of the board. It's just a glitch. Who knows?
Yes, that's true. Sometimes the maps are a little off.
Hmm.
Well,
So if we're not allies,
yeah, it's a little silly.
wait. Actually, we could just test that right now. If I'm able to make a profit, then that's certainly not correct.
That's true.
How do
If
you?
I look at my guy, yep, I can tell someone to become a prophet.
Let's see. How do you do? Oh yeah.
Which,
Oh, space bar. Whoa, fudge. Okay. So obviously we need to figure out how to do that. Okay.
all right,
Let me
you want to
go.
try to start another one?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna quit without saving. Take that. All right.
Okay, so I seem to be connected. A handy lady, now the ruler of Bandar Log.
I need to think of a better name than Athena. Handy Lady is just too great.
Okay, so this looks like it should work.
All right, you all set?
I am ready to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, 15.
3, 2, 1, 15 seconds.
The pre-countdown countdown.
It's like pre-gaming.
Yep.
Yo, dog, I
Oh.
heard you like countdowns, so I got a countdown for your countdown.
So you can count down while you count down. Count down, count down. Now we just get to wait in the hazy mist until your server draws everything and does stuff.
The universe is being created. Oh, okay, so now I'm inside the game.
I am receiving map image.
Oh my god, this looks like a desolate map here. I got a waste, a land blighted with waste right next to me. And I think I see 3 tiles. Wait, oh, I see you! Haha! I see the monkey people.
It works?
Yeah.
Cool.
See, yeah, you. Oh man, you got hot land there. You got double heat there. So hot, you monkeys.
Nice.
Oh, and you're next to some peace haven. I don't know if that's a third party or neutral nation. But let's see what I can see. Oh, I see your fortification, your lotus garden. Gives you lots of earth gems and astral pearls.
Yeah.
Can I see your units? That's another question. No, actually, I cannot see your units. That's interesting.
Yeah. Ah, but now I am affected at least by your bless.
Oh, so are you logged in? Do you see it?
I see things now, yeah.
I see things.
I can see. Well, I don't know. Do I see you? Oh, yes, I do see you.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
God, look at that. There's a throne right next to me, but it's like in the water, in the lake. Wow,
gross.
wow, wow.
There's one right next to me, too. So maybe I can capture that early on.
Now that'd be nice. So, yeah, you don't see any of my units, right?
I cannot see your units. Just your tower of 1,000 stars.
Wow, my resources are way, way, way better on this map than they were previously.
Huh.
Oh, no, wait, no. That's just because I forgot to summon a mage. Armor bind. Give me a mystic.
Oh,
Oh,
so
no. Actually, yeah, this map is much better for me. In terms of what I can summon per turn.
so let's see. It looks to me like our magical research and magic gems are independent. Which means... Well, I guess it doesn't mean anything exactly, but means that we'll have to research things separately at least.
Well, I bet you there's a way we can give each other stuffs.
I think you're probably right, yeah. However...
Mercenaries. Okay. I'm gonna hire some expensive-ass mercenaries. 200 gold. But you know, since I don't have my pretender, I think it's worth it.
That's true.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to summon some magical white monkeys.
Magical white monkeys.
Smaller, sneaky monkeys with bows. Send my scout towards that throne. Now, set my disciple god thingy to research. Handy lady.
So handy.
Alright, well,
Alright, I'm down.
I'm good. See? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I don't see any declaration of, prop. Oh, of course they don't need to declare a prop because they already got the disciple.
Alright.
Oh, man.
So,
I guess if you're gonna capture that throne, I should try to work my way towards you.
yes, we will see.
Yeah, I could take these guys out. I bet you. Oh, yeah, so let's see about the research. Damn, I forgot to set my research last turn. Oh, but I have no units researching anyway, so nothing yet. So, what did you put your research into?
I put 23 points into conjuration.
Yeah, so I don't see any of that in my research. Damn, that kind of sucks. Oh well.
Yeah, so we're not sharing that.
Okay.
Alright, well, we'll have to do some work independently, I guess.
Alright, so that guy is gonna research.
Oh, this is interesting, though.
Yeah?
So, it looks like I see an option when I go into the commands for my commanders
Yeah?
under miscellaneous for relinquished province, which means you can give a province to an allied player if he has one commander present. So it looks like we could at least run through the other person's territory.
So I wonder, I don't need to control the thrones. Or do I? I wonder if the thrones are a universal effect? Who knows?
We will find out in a second.
Hells yeah, we will find
I'm
out.
about to conquer one of them.
Yeah. Alright, let me look at my research. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so I can see your battle as well.
Ah, cool. So you can replay mine. I see yours.
Let's view.
Oh no, I was beaten.
Oh Jesus! I'm gonna watch your.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up too and see.
Yeah, let's see here.
What that territory?
Oh damn! You got a lot of berserkers on your butt there. Looks like. Oh, and they have magic users. Damn, that's a pretty strong neutral territory, I'd say.
Yeah, it is. Oh, there's two guys casting spells. This is probably why I got a bunch of people.
Yeah, they got stone skin, flying shards.
Handy lady.
Oh, your handy lady, no!
Well, she made it out. She retreated.
Is there any, I forgot to zoom.
I don't know why my archers aren't. Oh, they are shooting. Well, c'est la vie. About to find out what happens. In triple fast forward mode.
Yeah, alright, I'm on triple fast forward. Oh, you can cast some ice shard. Raise dead. Wow, they're freaking casting raise dead on you.
Yep.
Nothing worse than zombie monkeys.
Yep. Uh-oh. So many flying shards. Oh, these berserkers are pretty jacked.
Yeah, if I could get a priestess over there to heal all your wounds, that'd be nice, but not for a while.
Well, we'll see. I am interested to see if I can capture the throne and contribute to our team. But I guess it was not to happen this time.
Well, you can rebuild up, right?
Yeah. I'll just take a couple more turns.
So you took. Oh, damn, that was pretty one-sided. Like, only 3 of their guys died.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check out see what happens. You my
You
battle.
were far more successful. Heavy cavalry is
Yeah.
pretty.
Oh, also I didn't set up any tactics. Usually when I play these games, I do set up some pretty heavy tactics. Do you?
Uh,
Oh yeah, the guys I was facing are much weaker too.
I guess it makes sense that the throne territory would be well defended.
So when you set up your armies, do you set up like their formations and their AI?
Sometimes. Well, so let's see. For my monkeys, I haven't set my melee combat commanders because they do that automatically. And I often for my monkey commander, Bandar commander, I have a few kind of close range combat dudes who I just kind of tag with him and guard him. And then I have a bunch of small monkey archers who are undisciplined.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which means you can't give them orders. They're just going to run around and do what they want.
They just throw poop at whoever they want to.
Yep. For my disciple, Handy Lady, I currently have told her to cast some spells for a few turns and then attack the rearmost enemies, figuring that she can teleport back there and hopefully get their mages. And actually, maybe it would make sense to just do that sooner. I don't know.
Because
she doesn't really have any armor or weapons at this point, so maybe that's not a great idea to just throw her into combat.
Yeah, because when I play this by myself, I usually am pretty obsessive about setting up all their formations and AI, but I don't know if it makes much of a difference. I feel like it does, but that's just probably my personal bias.
Yeah, I think, especially for ones with special abilities or important units, it can definitely be helpful.
Yeah.
When I'm just massing archers to throw at people, then maybe not so much. Looks like right now, you can't make any cool items.
I'm recording, but I don't have much space on my laptop, so like maybe my memory will overflow, my computer will crash, who knows? But just to give you FYI,
Okay.
I randomly disconnect. now that's interesting. I got a minus modifier to my what's it called? Morale, because I had a line formation, and they don't like line formations.
Oof. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just interesting how the morale mechanics work.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I need to make a priest, so I get some blessings too. I need to think about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who has the... Yes, priest level 2. Yes, I want to make you... This one... Also it's interesting the balance between resources and gold, I always end up exhausting one. Not the other.
It always seems, one is more plentiful than the other. But ultimately, if you have one territory with a lot of resources, you can kind of share the gold around to get your unit recruitment, kind of where it needs to be.
Oh man, more mercenaries. You might want to hire those mercenaries since you got a lot of your army wiped out.
Works. Bernard's brave men. I wish I told you what they could do.
Bernard's brave men. Well, apparently they're 30 brave men.
Yeah.
Well, my cavalry I got for about 200 pounds of gold, so I don't know. There's nothing saying they have to be as good as that, but maybe they are. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll hire them. Why not?
Oh, what's this? I got what is this Shambler Reef? Oh. I can recruit Shamblers. That's good. I can use that to invade and get that nice throne in the
Oh,
pool
nice.
next
The
to
one
me.
in the water.
Yeah.
Being able to move into the water is good because those they're often thrones in those provinces, and sometimes no one else can get to them.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, you got a lotus garden in your hometown. That's nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Alright.
I am currently ready to go since everything I could have given orders to is dead.
All right. Ooh, there's a battle of Farsi Mountains. How'd I do? Pretty good. Man, that heavy cavalry doesn't take any damage, but everything else seems to.